This is the Ownership Podcast, Season 2, Ownership of Love. And I'm so happy you're continuing your journey with us. And thanks for listening. Let's get right to it. All right. Let's go. We're back. Episode 1, Season 2. And welcome back to the Ownership Podcast. I'm your host, Allison Andrews Canter, author, ownership coach, and your guide on this journey. And with me in studio, as always, my bestie, my favorite, the one, the only, producer Jay Brown.
That's right. Here I am.
That's right. And last season, we walked through the chapters of the ownership book. We grew, we changed our behavior, we faced some of our trauma and our shadow selves. And you know what the funny part was? We giggled, and sometimes we even cried along the way, huh, Jay?
Yes, we did. We had a couple deep episodes where
you
we were
had
crying.
some good cries, like cathartic soul cries. I loved it. We even had guests in studio. We went even beyond the chapters of the ownership book into even having guests because it was so rich, it was so fun, and it was awesome. Season 1 was awesome.
Season 1 was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
I know. And now that we're in Season 2, it's all about love, okay? Ownership, taking ownership over our life. We grew, we conquered those demons, we did those things, we did some soul work, we did the work, right? Now in Season 2, it's all about love. It's learning to open our hearts again, fall back in love with life and even ourselves, just loving ourselves. And ultimately with the partner who is always meant to be for us. That's the goal, right? Let's do this human experience the right way. So I'm joined, as always, like I said, with my amazing producer, my best friend, Jay Brown.
There's the air horns. Just wait.
It was perfectly timed.
Yes, it was.
I love that. And together, we're going to talk about ownership Season 2, and it's all about the ownership of love. So with that, we took a long break. I know some of you have been like,
we did.
Where are you guys at? Well, we're here. We're now here. So...
Well, our own personal lives. I mean, we do have lives and stuff like that. Well, you know, some of us have bigger lives than others, meaning yours, because your life is always an abundant social media bonanza. So,
and you know what the funniest part about that is? It's just one sliver. And that's the best part is it's just a sliver. It's not even the whole vantage point of my life.
Oh, damn. I hit the wrong button.
Producer Jay, right now is looking at me like, Allison, your life is on steroids and crazy as his mic is dripping into his
my
crotch.
mic does not like me right now.
Please fix your mic stand. This is very inappropriate in studio, Mr. J.
Well, shit, never mind. I was gonna make a really bad comment.
Really bad joke, especially when you lean down like you were gonna go talk to it right now. It looked like you were gonna do some.
Sometimes it needs positive encouragement
stuff.
It needs some positive encouragement, words of affirmation.
Here we are, right out of the gate into Season 2, and we're already in the trenches.
Like, you know, that's exactly what I was doing. I mean, come on.
I know you. That's why this works so well. So you guys, I don't know if you know this, but producer Jay and myself, when we wrapped, I know if you were listening, you've been following us. Oh, God,
yeah.
When we wrapped Season 1, we actually wrapped it in the Ionian Sea of Greece.
No.
My favorite place. What are you doing?
No, let's. I'm going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reintroduce. Reintroduce what you just said.
Oh,
we wrapped. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. We went on an amazing Greek voyage, but what there was. The first full day we were in Greece, I did not go to sleep.
No, it was awesome.
It was awesome. It's a long story, but if you see some of my social media, you'll know that it was just an amazing trip. But so as we're on our voyage, my lovely host here decided that she was going to wake me up on a night where, well, you have to understand, there was 8 of us on a boat.
It was amazing. It was for my 40th birthday, by the way.
Birthday.
Pretty epic.
There was 8 of us on a boat. And the bunk I was given was like the child bunk.
And this guy is huge, by the way.
I'm tall. I'm
tall,
not
huge.
God.
No, tall, thin man.
I am a tall, thin man. I'm 6'3", and so there's no way in hell I was going to be fitting in this bunk.
I just wanted to see your cute little feetsies hang over the side.
There was no way. There was no way I was going to fit in these things. So I slept on deck in the lounge area, which was great.
It's except for outside.
Except for I got a couple mosquito bites on my head. But I was taking a nap or doing something, and Allison comes up to me and goes, "Hey, let's do the Season 1 wrap right now." So if you hear it on social media or if she posted it on the RSS feed.
I did. It's there.
I sound and this is true, hungover because I was. I sound like I'm tired because she just woke me up and said, "Hey, let's do this." And I listened back to it when I was cutting, and I'm going, I sound like shit. Because at that present moment in time,
we were chill.
my ass. I was having a nice little nap, and you're like, "Hey, we gotta do the rap right now." I hope that's a good voice puppet of you.
Sounds pretty good.
But
Solid.
I was like, no. And she sticks her phone in my face, and we do it. And I'm like, this sounds like, yeah, it's really good. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. And I'm just going, I want to go back to sleep right now because, again, it's going to be another long night. We're going to be doing a lot of drinking. We're day drinking, too. Again, when you're on a boat in the Ionian Sea, there's nothing to do but to eat and to drink a whole hell of a lot.
Swimming, by the way.
Oh, no.
My time
But
swimming.
we all swim, too. But what I'm saying is from getting from point A to point B to point C to point D, what are we doing?
Yeah.
There are pictures of
Yes.
the
Yes.
gaggle of girls that
Yes.
I was with. I'm sorry, gaggle of women I was with.
Thank you.
Sitting on the boat, on the front of the boat, drinking like out of the champagne or the wine straight out of the bottle. Was that the one where you put the glass? We try to make sure you had the glass on your butt cheek or whatever.
Yeah,
because you're trying not to do a Kim Kardashian moment.
No, it was all you guys laughing that I could put a plate on my ass or whatever, which
She does have a padunkadunk that you
I
can.
was blessed with it. Yeah. But anyways,
Fat Bottom Girls is like one of her
you
theme
know
songs.
what? You got to knock it off. I do like my apple bottom jeans, but no, listen, here's the deal. So we were on the boat and the girls, and we had, it's plastic glassware because it's a boat. You can't have glass. And anyways, so the girls were like, let's put a champagne flute on your bottom and I bet it'll sit up. And lo and behold, it sat just fine, like a shelf.
It took us a couple takes. It took us a couple takes to get
But
the
it
right
was
picture,
solid.
but it was
funny.
good
But
stuff.
here's the reason why it matters as a brand and marketer. We got the asset, we got the digital asset, and now I'm a sticker that gets to live in our
in our photo album.
Yeah, Malacca's feed.
In our
It's great. I love
3,000
it.
plus photos combined with
Oh my goodness.
with all of us. But anyhow, to get it back to it,
Yes.
it was a marvelous time.
It
I had a
was.
wonderful time. It was for my first time to Europe. It was amazing.
I loved that I got to be a steward to experience
It was.
your first time getting out of America. I think
it was
it's so
fantastic.
important.
And-
I love experiences.
I know
and I
you
love
do.
to witness them for others too and help create them for others.
And so when people saying, "Hey, I want to go to Greece," I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna go to Santorini. You're gonna go to Crete. You're gonna do all the touristy shit." How we did it,
Yeah.
for those 7 days,
Yeah, I got you.
was
I got you,
just.
boo.
I mean, to be honest, it's like if you have the means or you have a group of people that can provide and everybody can do it, that is the only way to see Greece. That was the only way to see true, authentic Greece.
Yeah,
Santorini
island
is
hopping.
Santorini, but I think it's a little bit more touristy.
No, it's the people.
Crete is Crete, but I think that what we did is we saw authentic Greece.
Yeah, and that's where my dad's side of the family's from, so I'm slightly biased, but it is the best. Oh,
Okay, but anyhow, that was a good time. But anyhow,
now I'm
but
having
the
flashbacks.
rap was
Take me back now.
I know the rap was half awake, half sober. Jay.
It's okay. No one's judging you. It's a safe space.
It was a safe space, but again, I just I didn't sound my normal effervescent self like I do right now. That was yeah, it was awesome, man, and we had a good time, and I just wanted to go back to sleep.
Yeah. See, what's funny about that? This is actually an interesting segue. I wasn't going to bring it up maybe this episode, but we can talk about it because this one is, this is how we do
We're going
things.
to talk. Wait, authentic Allison Love Island. I should say Love Islands or what?
You're terrible. No, it's not my fault that European men love this American
here we
girl
go.
and fall in love with me.
Yeah.
I had multiple wannabe boyfriends. I had many that wanted to follow me back.
you. Yes,
I know.
You know what? Allison
Censor
collects
yourself,
European men like
Stop it.
puppies.
They love me.
They were
love this
they were
girl.
following her around like little lost puppy dogs. They're like, oh, she's so cute. She had a trail of them. She didn't eat breadcrumbs. She just you'd follow the trail of European dudes that were like, oh my god, she's so adorable. I'm going shit.
It was very good for my soul. It was very much
It was probably
needed.
amazing for your ego and your self-esteem too.
It was. That's what I'm saying. I needed that because then I came back and under a month later, I got into a relationship that I really, really really was manifesting and wanting. Now, was it the right individual? No, but it put me in a different energetic space after having that, though that type of energy come into my space. I collected that energy and then I sent it back out when I got back here to America. And it was awesome to get into a relationship that I had been really waiting for and taking my time. Now, was that the relationship? No, but did it serve its purpose? Absolutely it did. So no, it was good to have that reminder of, at the end of the day, I think a lot of women and men can experience this. It's nice when you're appreciated and people go out of their way to show that they care, desire, or are fans of yours in a higher capacity. And that's a good reminder to have, especially if you've been depleted from it for a while or you haven't felt that energy for a while.
So this brings us to Ownership Season 2, the season of love. You like how I did that?
I do.
That was my
I think you've been waiting to do this for a really long time.
My Barry White with my season of love.
You are my yacht rock man.
Yes,
That's my favorite part of our relationship. I'm a music junkie and I love every genre, but one of my favorite things about Jay Brown here is that I can totally jam with him to yacht rock and we vibe hard, and I love that.
That is why my person loves me. Well, one of the reasons why, because when she loves music as well too, and there's constant music playing in the house when but the thing is one of our first concerts we went to, we saw Yachtly Crew at the Moonlight Amphitheater. And we were right there, like right in front of the stage, rocking our faces off to this most amazing yacht rock band of all time. And of course, you're taking a picture of me right now.
Because you're talking about Karen.
I am talking about Karen. So Karen is, and the funny thing is as you talk about this, is that when we were in Greece, and I think this was the thing, is like when we were in Greece, Karen and I were dating, but we weren't really a thing yet.
No.
And so it was
because you had just had like your first date right after the ownership launch party.
After the launch party,
you literally went on your first date with her, and then we took off to Greece because I wanted my real birthday ownership launch, and then a couple weeks later we hit Greece.
Yeah, we went on our first date, which was June 9th.
Yep.
Which was the day of the launch party, and then because we were down at Top Sail.
Yeah.
And we were having
that was the post party. We
were having drinks. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Like everybody's like, why you gotta go? I'm like,
where are you going? Where are you going, buddy?
And so. We weren't like we were dating, but we weren't really a thing just yet.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those things when I came back from Greece, I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm enjoying it. I full blame that I messed up the relationship at one point because I was being very methodical about going into a relationship. I wasn't trying to put my foot on the gas. I was being like I was really trying to invest my heart, invest my time in making sure that this is the right person, right?
Yeah.
And she said I wasn't giving her enough what she needs. We end up stop seeing each other. She goes to Europe. She calls me or texts me drunk because she was having a good time. She was with her daughter. She texts me drunk. I was a little bit of a knucklehead because I was being mean because I was still butthurt that she dumped me. Mm-hmm. And it ended up when she got back. All in all, she said we'll talk when she got back. We got back. She got back. We saw each other. I explained my feelings for her were true. It's just I was going at my own pace.
Yes.
And then I think like 2 months later, I told her I loved her, and we've been together ever since.
I love that.
It's good stuff. But again, I think that this is a good time to talk.
Perfect timing for season 2.
Perfect timing for season 2. Yeah, it is.
So I guess let's like do a little housekeeping here. So producer Jay Brown, after season 1, got into a relationship, and he's happily in this relationship with beautiful Karen. We're name dropping her. I hope that's okay.
That's perfectly fine. She's an amazing woman.
Yeah, she is. She's super. They're just two peas in a pod. They look so good together. Such a smart looking.
And you know
couple.
what? The other thing too is she compliments me very well.
100%.
100%. And I compliment her. It's like, well, we have our own things that we like to do.
Yeah.
But the thing is that when we come together and there's things that we like to do together, which is I think was an integral part of having a relationship. You need to have that alone time. Like she loves country music. As you know, I am not a huge country music guy. I'm slowly coming around to it. I mean very slowly. And so she'll go to a country music concert. Fine.
That's great.
Have fun, honey.
Yeah.
And then like she loves to travel. I love to too. But the thing is that she likes to do a lot of stuff with her daughter stuff too,
Mm-hmm.
which is great because her daughter's just turned 21. Mm-hmm. My son's now 19. So the other thing too is we have older kids.
That's really important.
And so the thing too is that she appreciates my time with Ryan, and I appreciate her time with her daughter. So it's to be honest, I can't believe this. This is the most healthiest relationship I've ever been in.
That's
The
why it's
single
successful.
healthiest relationship I've ever been in.
That's
and I
why
think it's
it's the
because of the
best.
work you do in yourself. And I think you mentioned that in your intro.
Yeah.
You have to love yourself.
Oh,
and,
for sure.
And so I think in that part of saying, hey, all the work that I've done has got me to a point where I love myself a whole hell of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's allowed me to open my heart to find the person that I was meant to be with. So, yeah.
It's not even, loving yourself. It's know thyself. I think it's one
Well,
thing
no,
to
because I
love
think-
versions of ourselves, but also to know our whole self, even the not so great parts of ourselves.
Yeah, but the
and be
thing was,
aware of it.
is that without the therapy, I would have continued the cycle of dating the people that were not right for me.
Yep.
And then with doing a shit ton of therapy and growing and learning about myself, and even actually really loving myself, going, I was choosing the wrong people for the wrong reasons. Now I'm in a relationship for the right reasons, and I think that's a very good thing.
Oh, yeah. I think most people end up dating people that activate old traumas or old behavioral patterns that might feel comfortable and feel good, and you know what to do in those ecosystems because they're your reality that you've operated in for so long, but that doesn't make them sustainable or healthy or where you want to continue to operate from. So being able to disrupt those thinking patterns and action and behavior and pick a different course is everything, and knowing when to kind of pivot and call it what it is probably the most critical thing. I mean, that's what I just went through as far as our housekeeping. I am so pleased to finally say that I have an amazing man in my life, and it's been a long time coming, and I've definitely done my due diligence, and I've given a lot of time and work into this space and what I want to do and what I haven't done and what's important to me, what's not important to me, and kind of what do I expect out of my partner and what do I expect out of myself in that partnership. So it's really nice to be at this moment in time. And again, completely appropriate going into season 2, talking about the ownership of love, but how we arrive there can be a little hairy and it can be a little rough. And it's just like everything in this life. Do you want to stay stagnant? Do you want to plateau, or do you want to have growth? And part of growth, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your outlook, is getting uncomfortable and learning how to find comfort in the uncomfortable and push yourself to different levels of success or leveling up that you haven't yet attained. And I think it's even more challenging when we talk about relationships, not just loving thyself and owning, the life we live and loving the life we live. But when we talk about romantic entanglements and partners, it's getting uncomfortable, changing your outlooks and your operating modes for optimal success. So for instance, one of the things I did after my 40th in Greece is I started, and this sounds so, for those of you that are in this space, you're gonna be like, yeah, duh, of course, Allison. But for people who are not in this space and nobody tells you how to do these things, you just kind of have to figure them out on your own. But I started going on dates and not drinking. I was completely sober on all my dates, and not just the first date, multiple dates. I stayed sober because I always have fun. That's not an issue. I always have a good time. I can have a good time with anyone, by myself, anywhere. Add some alcohol. It's a great time. Of course, I'm an optimist. I'll find the good in any situation.
Wait.
Clouds dating.
What?
I was a super cheap date, but I've made up for it in dessert. Nah, just kidding. Yes, I will have the dessert. Yes, I will have some sugar after this. Yeah, but no, that was a game changer for me. And it sounds so simple, but for me, it was a game changer. And I highly recommend that as a, I do 100%.
Well, I think for someone like yourself, where two gin and tonics and you're dancing on tables, but I mean, I'm kidding.
Well, it doesn't take anything. I'm I'm such a lightweight. It's ridiculous. But it was more because I, with let's say, okay, so being sober, I'm more shrewd. So I can pull a conversation out of everybody, but here's the difference. I can either pull it out sober in full clarity going, this kind of sucks. It's like pulling teeth. Or I have a cocktail and I just flow and I'm like, whatever. They're not very chatty. This isn't a great conversation, but you know what? The glass of wine is delicious. This food is great. I love this restaurant. It's fine. We'll wrap it up here in a minute and I'll go home. The difference is being fully aware of myself and shrewd. I can call a spade quicker and faster than placating a situation out of grace or out of, I don't know, just being likable and wanting to be likable and realizing people are who they are and just letting things go by a little different. It's better just to be like, you know what, we're not vibing. I got to go.
But alcohol, I'll be the first one to tell you in the dating that I've done, alcohol helps numb you sometimes because...
I don't want to be numb.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you what?
Not anymore. No, I'm out. Nope. Jay doesn't know this, and I'm going to drop it right now. But I've been playing since my 40th with being soberish is what I'm calling it. It's like a soberish thing. And it's not because I have necessarily had a direct experience with alcohol that I went, holy fuck, I have a drinking problem. Holy shit, I shouldn't drink. It's not necessarily one of those things, but my history of family plus just lifestyle, weight, all the things, health, those things are huge factors. And then mostly the catalyst for me was this dating landscape. I can tell you it's been a game changer. So I have recently adapted into loving thyself and ownership of love. I haven't really been drinking and I have no issue with it. And I've been actually the first couple times I've done social parties and events where I am not drinking. And it's been a total game changer. And the best part for me that I'm enjoying right now, not necessarily the dating aspect, because now I'm in a very healthy relationship, but what you can do as an entrepreneur or a go-getter or whatever, when you're still drinking and, partying or whatever, you remove that and it's like a freaking superpower. I'm up at like 5, like clockwork. My energy is through
You're
the
up at
roof.
5 anyways because the kids are up at 5.
No, my babies sleep in.
Now they're sleeping in?
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I got sleeping kids. They don't want to wake up. They're looking at me like, Mom, you suck. Let me sleep another hour. No, I'm up. My energy level, I'm working out. I'm accomplishing way more, way faster, less margin of error. It's so much better. It's literally like unlocking the human superpower. If you think you're good and you still are drinking, you remove the alcohol, you're fucking 10 times better. It's incredible.
I need bourbon to get me through my week. I'm just kidding. No,
and I'm not judging you.
No,
and you're not alone. There's listeners right now. They're like, holy mother of God. But I think it's good to have opposing views. And that's why I also love doing this with my besties, because the reason why we're good friends is because we don't mirror each other and we don't placate each other.
No, we don't.
And true friends are willing to push you.
We're two sides of the same coin.
Yes, and are willing to say, I disagree respectfully, and and that's what it's all about. And that's the reality of human relationships too. Is it shouldn't be just everybody agreeing to the same thing because you're friends and no, really good relationships and really good communication is a little push and pull. And that's when we learn. And that's when we learn new things, or we have a different perspective that we normally wouldn't have had if it wouldn't have been brought to us by somebody we love and respect and are open to listen to. So that's what this podcast is supposed to be. And it's awesome.
Yeah. I will. Now that I am in a healthy relationship, I will tell you that we've talked about it ourselves because we love a good Sauvignon Blanc, love a good Sauvy B, with dinner.
That was my favorite wine.
We realize that what we're doing now is we're not drinking during the week.
Nice, great.
But Friday at 4:30 comes along, and it's well. You know what the funny thing was is we found this really good bourbon drink when we were on our 1-year anniversary. And it's called a Gold Rush, and it's basically honey syrups, which is basically like honey that's been with water and it's been boiled down, and then lemon juice, and then your favorite bourbon. And I will tell you,
sounds like a great flavor bomb.
It is. Well, it's good, but you know what? They're delicious. They're delicious.
Sounds delicious.
But so like sometimes I'll have a Gold Rush ready for her at at 5:00 when she's punching out because she works from home, and and then we'll have like a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine with dinner. But we realize that if we're drinking on the weekends.
Nice.
But we're not doing it during the week.
I love that. So you want to know what my new hobby is with my man?
Knitting. I'm just kidding. wait. What is that stuff that Jamie does? It was needle.
I do needlepoint too. I do. My mom taught me to needlepoint when I was a kid. I have needlepoint artwork in my house that my kids, myself, and my mother have done. Yes.
But I saw Jamie do it. Our friend Jamie, who was on the trip. I saw when she was doing needlepoint. I'm like going, what the hell is she doing?
It's not very on brand for her. That's what makes it so good.
Did she got her hair in curlers and a muumuu?
Tatted beefcake.
Former Marine who's a gym rat.
Badass.
She is
I love her.
She is
I love
a badass
bitches like her. She's my jam. And she's a fellow Gemini. So we're both just, gnarly in our own right.
Bestie.
Yeah, she's a good one. But seeing her needlepointing was like a whole other, it was like an oxymoron. Like the juxtaposition was just next level fabulous. Yeah, I'm here for that.
On social, I'm like, what the hell is that?
I like it. That's how I like it. Dynamic people. Keep everyone on their toes. Keep everyone guessing. I like it.
So what can we look forward to?
Well, you didn't let me tell you what me and my guy
I'm sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Hello. So because I'm embodying this space, and if you guys, obviously, you know me, business is personal, personal is business. So I have been very much enjoying all the things that are in kind of the, in a space. So like the non-alcoholic wines, the aptogenetic drinks with mushrooms and all sorts of goodies.
You know what that reminded me of real quick?
Little Saints is my jam.
Have you seen that one part of Wolf of Wall Street where he goes, you want a drink? It's like non-alcoholic. He's like, well, how many you have to drink to get you fucked up?
I know,
like, no. There's no alcohol in it.
Well, I just drank over the weekend at a party in LA a case of Little Saints.
Miss Megan and her bun in the oven.
I know. I'm so thrilled. My bestie finally is having her first baby boy. It's the best thing ever. And it was Brian's, my new beau's kind of first friend event, and I took him to a co-ed baby shower. How awful was that for him?
That was,
and he did it.
How the hell did you do that?
What a great man he is! First off, right there.
The
Let's
picture
give him
of
credit right
the picture
there.
of Megan and you. She is glowing.
Isn't she amazing?
She's. And this is just coming off of.
She's a glamazon, anyways.
This is just coming off of her getting hitched and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But
she didn't waste any time. Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
I love it.
But she was glowing. So shout out to Megan.
Thank you.
And was it Noah? No.
Noah's the baby.
I knew it. See, I got it.
Good
Noah,
job,
right? Noah.
Jay.
But okay, so
and her hubby Kevin, we love you too.
There you go.
You were part of that to make Noah. Yeah. Good job, man. Good work.
Good job, dude.
Good job, dude.
No, but so yeah, you throwing Brian in the deep end. Oh, wait. Before we get on that. Oh yeah. Well, after this, I gotta tell you something real quick.
Okay. The listeners love this.
This is great. But no,
you guys, let's just speak. Real quick, let's just call it what it is. This is the first episode of season 2. We got to give us a minute to get in our groove. And we got a lot of stuff we got to just dump out on the table that I know you all want to hear too.
Okay.
And then we'll sift through it. We'll get into it.
To take your man to a co-ed baby shower.
Yeah, I know.
You've got balls on you that are like titanium, girl. That's.
Are you? Did anyone ever question my balls?
Well, no.
Thank you.
But here's
the best part.
Did he sink or swim?
Oh, fucking stud. Doing laps in the pool like a athlete.
Attaboy.
And he won the game. The co-ed men's game.
No.
The chugging beer out of a baby bottle.
Oh, okay.
Fucking killed it like a stud.
Who had to drive home then? Because if he's drinking.
We don't drink. We were sober. We put an NA beer in it for him.
Oh, see?
And there was 4 other guys there that also were drinking the same non-alcoholic beer that we brought. And I brought my Little Saints and other people.
Does he have the athletic beer?
That's his favorite. Okay. Yeah, that's his favorite.
You know what? I'll give
always have it
Athletics
in
some
my
credit.
fridge for
They
him.
do have a pretty good non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, and you know who else is doing this right now? Shauna. She likes the Coronas. Yeah, Shauna's on my team.
She's my drinking buddy. What the hell?
Not anymore. She was mine too. Not anymore.
Whatever.
She's on my team. Let's go.
Okay, you know what? I don't have a wah on my pads right now.
Your next. Jay. I'm coming for you.
Absolutely not. No way. No way.
Well, we'll see you at the end of season 2. Where you at, homie?
I love you to pieces.
I know.
I love you to pieces.
That's why this is going to go down.
Over my cold, dead body. I will go. You know, the fridge is right. The beer fridge is right behind me. I will go pull a Modelo out of it and pound that son of a bitch right now.
I am not here to be your excuse.
Nope.
And I am not going to.
I will not.
You're so funny.
I will
Oh
not partake in your your cult-like challenge here to get me to
lifestyle enhancement.
Lifestyle enhancement.
Optimal
My
life.
ass. Whatever.
It's okay.
Okay. But
that's what's fun. To each their own.
I'm glad that Brian was able to.
Team J, Team Allison.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I'm glad that Brian was able to.
Brian was a
to
stud,
chug
and then some, but he is a stud.
non-alcohol beer out of a baby ball. That's impressive.
But I do want to say,
Okay.
I have retired my titanium balls, as you call them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They have been taken off because finally, thank God, praise Jesus.
He's a man in control?
Hell yeah.
Atta
And it
boy.
is freaking hot.
It is when guys take control. It's good to be. It's good to have a woman that allows you to be in your space. I mean, the same thing. Karen lets me be a man in my man space, and then I like it when also that she also lets me be the sappy crier at a movie, which I can do and stuff like that too. So we have a very good balance. But
well, a good woman will be your respite from the world and your peace, where you can actually drop your armor for a minute.
Yep.
And that's what makes a sexy relationship.
I already know I'm
what
sexy. Why you gotta tell me right now?
I'm thinking about Brian right now.
Oh God.
I'm thinking him coming in his armor after
Where's my
slaying
mute?
dragons to me.
Mute.
So hot.
Gotta mute her. Okay. So another thing about you and Brian.
Yeah.
So
another bee. Do you like that?
yes.
How on brand am I?
You're just collecting them.
My bees. I love the bees.
So there's a funny little thing that Karen and I like to do. We like to go to open houses.
Oh, yes. I love this story. This is so good. I will give you credit. This is pretty good.
And so when you were dating, we would use whoever you were dating at the time, because
bad, you guys.
because we don't want to give our information out because we end up with text messages, and
thank God you spared my phone number. I appreciate that.
And so we just because Karen will just put some random phone number down. So somebody's going to end up like, "Hi, Allison," or "Hi, such and such." So here's the funny thing: this nice couple actually has to sell their house, which is right across the street from ours. They have to sell their house because they can't get up and down the stairs anymore, and all the bedrooms are on the second level.
Yeah.
So we had saw the listing on Zillow, and we're like, let's pop in. And Allison and Brian made their debut.
Debut. Our first coming out, baby, if you're listening to this, which I know you will, was not you and me. It was Jay and Karen moonlighting as us at an open house. That's awesome. I love it. It's great.
And I'm like, she's like, who are we gonna be this time? I'm like, you're still Allison, and I'll just be Brian. She's like, is that? And then Allison was like, or Karen was like, is that his name? I said, yeah. So she said, this is the new one. This is the one that they're in a relationship. So his name is Brian. I said, yes. So what is your name again?
Final player. We're done.
What's your name again? I said, I'm Brian, and you're Allison as always. Okay.
God.
All right. And so we'd go in. Hi, I'm Brian. Hi, I'm Allison. And
So good.
we toured this house, and we live right across the street.
Well, thank God you're not giving them my number. I get enough phone calls. I don't need a phone call from real estate agents. Hi, we want to call you on the house you were just at. I'm sorry. What? Excuse me?
So much fun.
Oh, yeah. Was it my man who's like 6'3"? Yeah. Okay. I got it. Thanks. Now I know where this is coming from. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Was he drinking a Modelo while he was there? Yeah. Okay. I know who you're talking about. Yep. I'll claim him. Sure. So funny.
Thing is we had to pretend that
He's so red right now.
Oh my
He's
God.
like, you look like you're going to pee yourself.
because it's right. It's like a 45-degree angle out our front door. So the thing was,
You couldn't walk back to the house. What are you going to do? Walk down the block, pretend you parked down the street? Oh, God, that's pathetic. Oh, God. So bad. Oh, my goodness. Great. That's so funny.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
But so anyhow, so Allison and Brian have made their debut.
We have. We're there.
If you happen to be out at an open house and you see me, don't say hey Jay, say hey Brian.
Oh gosh, this is so ridiculous. Poor Brian. He doesn't even. He doesn't even know.
And the funny thing is you haven't even thrown in the deep end with the friend group yet.
I haven't even with the. No.
I can't believe it.
Slowly trickling one on. I'm doing one-offs, not one big
just
party.
Wait till I get my hands on him and be like, hey, dude, come here, sit down. Okay. Let's talk.
Oh my!
Let's talk.
Well, Janet has done a really good job.
Oh,
Janet,
has she really? Okay.
Yeah. So when I flew to Dallas Fort Worth to spend my first weekend with Brian there, I was sharing.
That's right. You guys are doing the long distance relationship thing, right?
We are temporarily, yes. That's how it started. So, that's when it's really good, when you want to commit to that type of level of commitment in space and time apart. But he's such an amazing man.
So Janet dished?
No, so Janet and she basically followed me the whole time I went on this Dallas weekend.
Okay.
So then what she did is she started going on Chat GPT, my work assistant that I have write all my text messages and emails for me. But Jay loves to make fun of me about this. But anyways, it's a great strategy. Use Chat GPT to break up with people, guys. It's so easy.
I know. I was writing her breakup messages. Now she's just using Chat GPT.
It's the best thing on the planet. Anyways, I won't be doing that anymore. Those days are done, thank God. But Janet, the whole time, was sending me these graphics, and the theme was Allison Does Dallas. So it was me in this, it's cute, right? It's really cute. This is what best friends do. So I'm in this like sparkly disco cowgirl outfit, right? Which I did actually debut there on one of my big date nights with him.
No, you didn't.
There. I had a disco silver dress.
Oh, God.
With silver cowboy boots.
You guys go to the stockyards?
We did.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Loved it.
That's a lot of fun.
Absolutely loved it. I love where he lives. I love the community. I love the people. Nicest people on the planet. Shout out Texas. You're the bomb.com.
My cousin lives in Fort Worth.
That's where he's at. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I love Fort Worth, Texas. I love the DFW area.
It's great.
It's fantastic. It's just hotter than hell in the summer.
Everywhere's hot. But anyway, so she's sending these graphics, and as I'm telling her intimate details, like she's checking in with me, like, what are you doing?
Is she putting
everything
in Chat
okay?
GPT?
She's making little cartoon graphics. So I have a little slew album, Brian and myself do, of our little Chat GPT weekend of Allison Does Dallas, and I came back with my man, my future husband. It's incredible. Okay. But anyways, no. But
you haven't really introduced. Like I haven't met him. I just know him by this is Brian. When you did your cute little.
That's because I'm enjoying my time with him. I haven't really wanted to share him.
It's interrogation time, man. I'm gonna sit him down and put him in front of the light and say, "Hey, dude, okay.
What are your intentions with my friends?" Mom. Like my mom's only getting little doses of him. My dad is getting little doses of him.
If he can survive your mother, then the dude can pretty much survive anything.
That's so funny. My dad was like, you need to just keep some space there. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. You guys are all ridiculous. I know. And I tell him, when you date me, you date all of this.
No.
It's not a solo sport.
No.
I look very independent and solo, but I have my crew, my army, and I love it. Yeah, including my babies. That's the hard crew right there.
And I was gonna say they're a handful in their own. They've got that's three separate personalities right there. That
3 mini Allisons.
Well, they're 3 mini Allisons, but their Allison personalities are completely different.
Completely different.
You've got Baby Spice, which is of course Belle.
Yeah.
You've got Sporty Spice, which is Bradford.
Yeah.
And then you got Posh Spice, which is Bent. She's just her own little. I saw their pictures with the. I'm like, God, this is a
crazy,
clone.
Right?
This is an Allison clone.
I love that I did my own case study too, and the mommy genes are where it's at. I am alpha on the genetic.
Oh my God!
And I'm okay with it.
Yep.
It's on brand.
Yeah,
I'm really good.
All
those
three
are my
kids.
babies.
All three kids look just like you.
I know. Thanks
right.
God for that solid. Homie's got my back.
Well,
I like it.
Something like that, or was the position. Never mind.
You know what? You're going to hell. You better repent. I know your mom's Catholic. Get in there and go do some rosary right now.
Elevator to hell going down.
Knock it off. That's why I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to balance you out.
Are you here to save me? Are you here to save my soul?
Do you have a minute to talk about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior?
Okay, wait, real quick. I think it was.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Hold on, let me go get my Bible out of the car. I'll be right back. Give me 5.
Anyhow, there was a funny thing where these it was a bachelor party. These guys were dressed up. They were all of Latter-day Saint religion.
Yeah.
But they were dressed up in their white shirts with their little badges on.
it.
But the funny thing is that unless like true people that are LDS don't drink. These guys had some of the guys had foregone and weren't part of that church anymore, and they were putting them back. But you could tell the guys that were still good boys were drinking their water.
Yeah.
And so I got a picture of all of them together, and the caption was,
"Were you in there too?"
Oh yeah. It was at a Padres game.
Oh, this sounds right.
And the caption was they stopped me for a moment to talk about Jesus Christ. I said, no, thanks. But
you were terrible.
It was funny, but anyhow.
Seriously.
So on a more serious note,
yes.
What are we talking about in season numero dos?
Okay, so again, it's the ownership of love. So I really want to focus each episode after this one on a topic of that. So we're going to talk about finding your person you were meant to be with, and under the kind of lens of maybe second, third marriages, that space. And then also learning to love yourself and truly love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't open yourself and find that space to find your person. And then loving life again. This is a big deal. A lot of people don't love their life and don't love the world we're living in. And that's a shame, because it's such a glorious, beautiful place. So the theme is love, but I don't want it just to stay in, the space of personal relationships. I have some great people that I've thrown into our kind of our coffee table here of our ring in the hat of who we could potentially bring in, from dating coaches to all sorts of fun things that I think could be interesting to have marriage and family therapists that we could maybe poke some holes and try some case studies
We have
out
a sex
on.
therapist too, don't we?
We do have a sex therapist, which I'd really love to have on, because let's be real. Who doesn't like talking about sex? At some point,
It's my favorite hobby.
listen, if everybody was honest, I think they would say that.
Well, I think.
And if you're not saying that, that's when we need to talk about loving thyself and learning to love thyself, and also finding people that can love you the way you should be loved on too.
But see, I think one of the things too you can segue into that is the nuances of what now has become dating / hookup culture.
No, I'm out of that. But yeah,
Right, but
I was never into that. But yes, I see what you're saying.
Go
That's a great
hand in
topic.
hand.
Yeah. But I mean, so many good resources right now when it comes to that space and things. And also, to be quite candid, anytime our sex therapist that we're both biased to and we love, because she's both our friends, is Carrie. And shout out to you, Carrie. I can't wait to have you on. You've known her since high school.
Yeah.
But she's so fun, because I didn't know this. And the reason
almost 30 years now, I think.
Yeah. The reason why I like talking to her is, just so you guys know, a little teaser for whenever we have her on. But she goes on these field trips as a sex therapist to places that most people never get access to. So her stories are wildly entertaining and interesting from that point of view. So she'll be really fun to have on.
Yeah, and then talking to her, just catching up and friends, because again, when we were talking, I'm like, she's like, I know you. I'm like, what the hell? But even in discussion is the work that she also does, especially with couples that are trying, there could be some mental block or whatever. Yeah. And hearing what she's done for couples, it helps and change lives, because one of the things that as human beings we crave, not only the connection of having a partner physically wise, but intimately as well too. And so sometimes when that intimacy lacks, it can be a very, very big thing on a relationship.
Oh, for sure. For me, I have to be stimulated mentally to be stimulated physically. And I know a lot of women are like that too. It has to be, you have to hit on all 8 cylinders. Shout out again to my man, Brian. You're the bomb, baby.
A little air horn for Brian there.
Not a little, big.
Oh, wow. See, you know what? You were like talking about,
what she said.
I was going to be like, you needed to be stimulated mentally. I'm like, I was going to chime in and be like, the only stimulation Allison needs sometimes, but
I'm holding my breath. I might throw up. What are you going to say?
I'm sober. You get a little bit of booze in you, and you're touchy feely. Yeah.
Because I'm a lover. I lead with my heart. Everyone who knows me, have you seen me and my kids? it's like Love Fest 24/7. There is no personal space. We're all we're big PDA people.
Like where were we?
My future husband is listening.
Good,
to this,
good. He's
so
going
you better
to
regulate.
No, I'm not going to regulate right now. I'm going to throw your butt under the bus.
That's not a good friend.
I'm a fantastic friend, and there was a time that I don't know how the hell you guys got kicked out of a club from the time you said, "Jay, come meet us," to the time I got downtown, which was 25 minutes. But you had a couple of drinks and you're like hanging on me. You're like, "You're my bestest buddy in the whole wide world." And
see, I'm a lover.
Smooch on my cheek. I'm like, dude,
such a
seriously?
lover.
Yeah. No, you were.
I'm a mush pot. I'm a total mush. I literally see babies and cry. Like, I'm the person that, like, when the Charmin commercial comes in, and it's like the mama bear and the daddy bear with the baby bears, that gets me. I'm ridiculous. Don't let my tough, bad bitch, boss bitch exterior fool y'all.
No.
I'm a big hearty.
Yes, you are. But
Yeah.
so we've got a lot of good topics. We've got some really positive, wonderful guests coming up. We're going to have some really good in-depth discussions.
Yeah.
And we're going to also touch on stuff that you shouldn't. Like we're going to discuss like some of the things with comes with dating, with like love bombing. You know what?
That was my prior relationship to Brian, and it served to be such an amazing tool to learn
We'll
from.
discuss the pitfalls
Yeah.
of dating and of relationship too, because again, the thing is while love is fantastic, it's not always easy.
It isn't.
It's a constant battle.
And I also think one of the things that we should talk about too as we cultivate this season is I think a lot of people are scared. There's so much fear around commitment, and that's why you see hookup culture. That's why you see people dating multiple people. That's why you see people dating for extreme amount of times, afraid and almost paralyzed to do full commitment out of some random fear of loss. And what you're doing is you're just delaying happiness for what? Overprotection, when that's not part of this human experience.
Yeah, well, unwrap it all.
I love it. Let's do it all.
Let's do it all.
We're
And
gonna
so,
do it all.
I mean, hey, this it's been good. It's been good so far, my friend. I think we're off to a good start.
We are.
We're off to a good start.
Okay, so with that, episode 2, the ownership of love, we're going to talk about dating. We're going to start there in the dating space. That's going to be our next episode after this is dating.
Dating. Okay. So again, what she'll probably forget because unless it's right in front of her, she doesn't know how to pitch stuff. So if you are enjoying what you... If you're enjoying
21
what you
years of being a sound box. Okay. Tell me.
Because like
tell me. You can't hold me.
Last time,
Leave
how many
me.
times did I have to tell you to like, share, and subscribe?
Yeah, I don't want to. I want you to do it. I like hearing you say it. It sounds so much better coming out of your mouth.
It doesn't. You're the host. I'm just here for
Okay.
plucky comic relief and occasional
Pushback.
what-off conversation.
I know. I like it. I dig it. No, it's good. It's good banter.
Tell 'em.
Yes. So, you guys, if you like what you hear, subscribe, share it with your friends, pass it along, share the wealth, and make sure you're following us at Take-Ownership on Instagram, Facebook.
Oh! Is it take dash or take underscore?
Underscore.
See, we have to
Cut.
redo it.
I just want to, make sure you have something to work on, as we're back into
I'm
this.
not going to cut this out.
You're not?
So
Okay,
if you're going
that's
to follow
even
us
funnier.
on social media, we are on Instagram at take_ownership.
Thank you.
And then go ahead. What are your social media handles?
Allison Andrews Canter. Full name.
On
Instagram.
And then
Facebook.
you can follow me on Instagram at producer_J Brown. Yeah. It's my full name, Jay Brown.
Yes.
Because some people put the J and I'm like, nope, it's producer_J Brown. You'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find, if you go to the ownership handle, you'll find us.
You'll
You
find
can
us.
also go to the website, take_ownership.com for more information.
That's take-ownership.com. Okay, here we go. Let's try this from the top. Her social media, if you want to follow her on Instagram, it's take_ownership. If you want to follow us on our website, it's take-ownership.com. And you can also go to the website and see previous episodes from last season for some of the ones that we did on YouTube. So you have the video as well too. But you can find all of the previous episodes on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Am I forgetting one?
Even Pandora, which is really cool.
There you go. So,
iHeartMedia
and
too.
iHeartMedia too. So on all your favorite podcasts,
Yeah.
like
We're
locations.
kind of serious. It's amazing.
We're kind of
serious
serious, even
about
though we're
this.
sitting on the couch in my parents' family room.
Drinking a Celsius.
I'm drinking
Yes.
water. But anyhow, so until next time, I'm producer Jay Brown.
And then, I'm your host, Allison Andrews Canter. And what is one thing you can do this week to take ownership over your life?
If you like today's episode, be sure to subscribe, share, and like. Don't forget to join our community by connecting with ownership at take-ownership.com. You can buy the book, become a show supporter, join our monthly Soul Boardroom, and engage in free strategy coaching sessions with Allison. You can find all this and more at take-ownership.com.